could see the two best-looking brothers in all of comics. Today, we're taking a ride. We went and had a lunch meeting, and we're on the road right now in the Dodge Viper. And we're coming to you to talk about some DC Universe news. Earlier this week, DC Universe came out and said that they halted production on the Swamp Thing series that was set to launch at the end of May 31st. And they've been filming it this whole time. I'm a huge Swamp Thing fan. I love Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing, and was super excited to hear that James Wan was going to be involved in this show. So everybody went nuts on this because they thought this meant the end of the DC Universe. They stopped production on before the last 3 episodes. It was going to be like 13 episodes.
Yeah, I remember we were in the office and you're like, oh, they stopped production. And you're like, but doesn't it come out in like a week or 2 weeks or something?
Yeah.
Like they have everything filmed already. So what does that mean?
Yeah. So there were a lot of YouTubers talking about how this was the end of the DC Universe, that they're going to switch over to some Warner Brothers streaming service. And then I read the article that that actually they halted production because they're doing some rewrites for the series. They do have 10 episodes completely shot already, and they're doing rewriting the last 3 episodes to change the ending. So I mean, it's probably a good thing, because we see in a lot of movies they're going back and doing reshoots. So this is going to give them some time to rewrite the last 3 episodes, maybe put a twist, maybe put some other characters. Hopefully they want to branch out and introduce some dark Justice League dark characters like Constantine, Zatanna, Etrigan, and maybe the next series they're doing is going to be like a Justice League Dark series.
Well, like how many brand new series have they had for the DC streaming universe? They had Titans.
Yeah.
You had the cartoon
Young Justice,
right? And then now Doom Patrol. And so I think probably they're seeing that it's successful.
Yeah.
People are really liking these live action shows. You know, Young Justice, whatever. But
right.
You know, the live action shows. So they're like, oh, let's set ourselves up for a really good second season now.
Yeah. Maybe they want to do crossover something, you know. And then I know Stargirl's coming out maybe in the summer, but the casting for that looks awesome. The Stargirl's costume looks really cool. Hopefully we'll put up a picture here of it, because they released that. And then in the same day that they said that everyone was up in arms, being like, oh, Swamp Thing's gonna be horrible, they released a teaser trailer for the show.
Yeah.
And they just, spiked that theory out of the water and showed a really cool teaser clip and showing off Swamp Thing. It was pretty cool. The camera's going up to the swamp and the water's bubbling, and they actually show him from the chest up, and he looks crazy cool.
And the practical effects are awesome.
Really practical. We'll put up a picture here, and I was watching it on my computer at work. And then there was a high YouTube version, high definition version came out, and it looked even better. You can see all of the moss on him. His eyes are super red and orange like they are in the comics. Really cool. That Stephen Bissett run with Alan Moore on Swamp Thing. He's a hulking figure, and it just got a bunch of people hyped up for it. What'd you think of him?
I thought he looked awesome.
Yeah.
Watching that lower res Twitter clip and then going to the higher res, like full 1080 or probably 4K, but like the 16:9 ratio.
Yeah.
Getting to see like the whole swamp and the effects in the water and everything. It looked really, really cool.
And like, I don't know how the story's gonna go, right? They casted Alec Holland, so you're gonna see Swamp Thing as a human, and then all these other human figures. But I think if I was writing this as a TV show, the audience has already seen how cool Swamp Thing looks, and I don't want a point in the show where, like, the first episode, Swamp Thing should be in it, and this is how you do it. You have him as Swamp Thing, and then you do flashbacks to him, like he's stalking the woman he loves, like Abigail, and remembering when they were humans together, and his life before he was Swamp Thing. So you always have, it's always a Swamp Thing show, you know?
Yeah, it's really hard, I would imagine, from a producer standpoint, because you have to cater to the people that don't know anything about the character.
Right.
So they're gonna be like, well, what's this guy's deal? But at the same time, I would imagine most of the people that signed up for the DC streaming service are comic book fans already. So like, you're making a Doom Patrol series.
Yeah.
So like, that's deep cuts right there. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, so I say Swamp Thing in the first episode, you know, you do a big reveal, or you don't see a lot of him, but he's remembering who he used to be and his old memories from Alec Holland. So you get those flashbacks and the duality in present day, him being the monster and his memories. I think that's what they should do, because if I have to watch 3 episodes without Swamp Thing in it, it's going to take away from the experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the way to do it for sure.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't into, you don't know a lot about Swamp Thing, I implore you to go pick up the Alan Moore volumes. You can go to your comic book store, buy them on Amazon. Alan Moore and Stephen Bissett doing the saga of Swamp Thing. It branches out into crazy horror. It's some of the best horror comics I've read. And then you also get, like, Dr. Fate shows up, Batman's in there, he takes over Gotham at one point. It's an awesome run. Some of the best DC horror comics put out, and it was put out by Vertigo also, the imprint. So yeah, we just wanted to talk about that Swamp Thing teaser. If you guys like the video and want us to do more car videos like this, like down below, subscribe, hit the new notifications, and go on over to zaidcomics.com to sign up for our Magic Cop newsletter to get all the information you need to be ready for our crowdfunding campaign, and a free comic out early next month. It's a short comic. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you soon.